What's good, everyone? How y'all doing today? I'm sure y'all know who I am at this point. I'm Mark. Uh, so this episode, geez, I'm so used to saying that on Center Fire Podcast. Go and subscribe to Center Fire Podcast while you're at it. Watch all those videos. Subscribe to Adam's channel while you're at it. Don't forget there. So in this video, what I'm going to be talking about is red flag laws and how unconstitutional they are. Now, first things first, no matter what you want to say to justify it, because I'm trying to think of the best way to say it as calm and polite as possible. You know what I mean? No matter which way you try to justify it, no matter how you look at it, nothing should give you the right to go to a judge and say, hey, I think so and so over here shouldn't own guns. They already own guns legally. They haven't committed any crimes. They haven't done anything. They haven't been adjudicated mentally ill, none of that to warrant them not being able to have access to them. Complete violation of their Second Amendment. That's just plain and simple. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Girl, back away from me. Do this every video. I start talking, I get a little, no, back up. No, go. So, as I was saying, all right, no matter how you want to look at it, nothing should be able to give you that right. Plain and simple. And I live in Florida. We have red flag laws. That's despicable. All right. Let's say, for example, you get into an argument with a family member, an ex-girlfriend, even a neighbor. You know, let's say you know somebody who's a police officer. You get into an argument with them. They know you have guns. You know, it doesn't take a lot to sit there and write a letter to a judge saying, hi, so and so, is mentally unfit to own guns. I believe he's or not even mentally unfit. What it is that you believe they are a danger to themselves or others. And that's the biggest issue, is that who in the hell gives you the right to determine that? It doesn't matter how close you are with somebody, that really doesn't mean much. I hate to be honest with you. None of y'all have any sort of room to say that, yeah, we should be able to, he's a danger to himself or others. We should be able to take his rights away for that. Where in the flying fuck do y'all get, like, that concept of y'all are that much higher to be able to do that shit? That's just the type of shit that people are that fucked up in the head. People who are agreeing with this, they know what they're doing. All right, because there's been a lot of fucking red flag law cases where that has happened. It has been somebody who, for example, it could have just been a neighbor they got mad with. The neighbor by chance knows they own firearms. Yeah, well, he owns firearms, and he's crazy. I don't know. He might go and shoot a place up or something. Bam. What the fuck? They're gonna send the police over, come fuck up dude's life. Y'all already know that. You see what I mean? Red flag laws are unconstitutional as hell. And before y'all ask, because I'm sure some of y'all are wondering, I haven't shown y'all yet. What am I chilling with? Glock 23 Gen 3. Chamber's clear, as y'all can see. And I got my G2C with the 15 rounder in here. Back to red flag laws, though. Hold on one second. For example, in the state of Florida, right? People cannot own firearms if they are felons. If they have, I believe there are certain misdemeanor domestic cases that prevent you from owning a firearm as well, I believe. And then if you, excuse me, of course, if you're a drug user, things like that. But then there's if you're adjudicated mentally unfit. All right. Now, with that process in particular, comes you have to go in front of a board of doctors. Not one doctor, a board of doctors. Oh, and another thing is that you have to have been to or at least you have to have been committed to a mental facility involuntarily, meaning the police took you there, or a board of doctors said, hey, you need to go here, or the courts said, hey, you need to go here. If you went there on your own, that's self examination. That's the exception in the rule to where you have your rights back. But that's not even what we're talking about. We're saying that people can just go to a judge. I don't think they should own firearms. They really might be a danger to someone. Might be. How do you know that, though? How do you know that? Can you see into the future? Is somebody going to be. So, if you can see into the future so well and you know this is about to happen, what else do you know? What else do you know is about to happen that you're not letting on about? Because clearly you're from the future. There's no doubt about that. If you can tell that this person might do something, just, because you can see that far into the future, there's that possibility. You can possibly even fucking skip timelines. If the timeline's even fucking real, you can go ahead and skip a fucking timeline and see what they might have done. Come on, there's more you gotta let on to that. You see what I mean? And that's really all it is. You gotta bring the order to the judge. The judges aren't going to look too far into it. It's not like the judges themselves are going to be like, yeah, let's go ahead and bring this guy here. Because half the time, they'll just do it all behind the firearm owner's back. That's the most fucked up part. They can do it behind your back. You have no clue. Just the police come to your door one day, demand your guns. How fucked up is that? Imagine you just get into an argument with maybe a parent, right? You live at your own place. You went over to maybe your mom's and dad's for dinner, right? You're sitting there, you're talking to them. Oh yeah, I got this new gun a couple months ago. I haven't seen you guys in a while, so I figured I'd tell you, Dad, you might like it. Yada yada, whatever, right? You're into guns. Your family knows you're into guns. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. So they start an argument about it, oh, well, I don't think I like that one, whatever. It turns into a heated argument. You leave. All they have to do is just write a letter to a judge, call the police, even get, all they have to do is just get an order written out to a judge stating, yes, here's a simple matter of fact that I think he may be a danger to himself or others. May. I'm sorry, I look like shit, y'all. I'm fucking tired as hell. I am losing this fucking war against caffeine. I'm telling y'all that right now. I had coffee like 2 days ago, and it was the best thing ever, especially not having it in like 4 or 5 days. But now 2 days without it, I'm fucking exhausted again. So that's my fault for being weak there, y'all. Need to eventually quit this. But besides the fucking point, imagine, you know what I mean? They get that order written up, all right? The police just come to your door, take your guns. Hell, if you sit there and try fighting it back, you're going to go to jail. You're going to jail, no ifs, ands, or buts about it. And hell, if I'm not mistaken, all right, because I really have no clue about any further than this, all right? I'm sure there's going to be some level of action beyond your guns being taken. They're either going to try to put you in a mental facility or they're probably going to try to put you in a jail. All right, I'm not 100% certain on that, but it just doesn't seem very likely that the police wouldn't try to take further action when they come and take your firearms as well. You see what I mean? That's just my common sense speaking to me, you know? And this unfortunately sucks because I feel like I might be mistaken on this one, but I also may not be. Florida, the state I live in, has the highest number of red flag law cases. If I hope I'm not mistaken. I hope I'm not. But if well, excuse me, no. I'm dumb. Brain scrambled here. I hope I am mistaken, but I think it's not. My bad, y'all. God damn it. Once again, y'all, very fucking tired. I think I've been running on 4 hours of sleep today alone. But my whole point is that I really hope that I'm mistaken. You know what I mean? I think I'm not. I really fucking think I'm not. All right. That's my biggest issue. All right. So that is just kind of, disappointing to me. It is, Florida, the gunshine state, right? Having laws like red flag laws that completely violate our constitutional rights kind of give us a disgrace to that name. You know what I mean? Now that I think about it, we don't got very many pro gun laws either. I think one pro gun law that we really have is that two. I'm sorry, I can name two. Is you can carry open or concealed without a permit while you are fishing or hunting. You have to have your licenses for fishing and hunting though, and you can have a firearm in your vehicle without a permit while you're driving in the state of Florida. But you can't have it on your body. You can't conceal carry it or anything like that. It has to be in some type of bag with a zipper or a lock or something along those lines. I believe it was Tampa Carey who did a video on that, and it pretty much just went over everything. So he's a solid YouTuber as well. But back to red flag laws. The entirety of them is to violate our Second Amendment right, plain and simple. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. And if you're going to sit here and disagree about it, I would like to hear it in the comments below. I genuinely would. I would like to hear you try telling me how, oh, yeah, well, what if they did it for so and so? Well, I mean, you know what? Here's what I'll tell y'all. The Parkland shooter, if I'm not mistaken, the authorities already knew about him. They already knew, that he mentally wasn't there. If I'm not mistaken, they knew he had firearms as well. They didn't do anything. So what are those laws about telling them do? Nothing. You see what I mean? It didn't prevent anything from happening. Things just happen still, no matter what. Because people don't give a fuck about the law. If they're gonna break the fucking law, they're gonna break the fucking law. Plain and fucking simple. I'm sorry. I'm saying fuck a lot in this video. All right. This video is not made for kids. Definitely not. But red flag laws, they are, in my opinion, they're just as close as Joe Biden level slow as his assault weapons bans that he keeps suggesting. Plain and simple. And if y'all don't know my thoughts on that, go ahead and watch that video. Other than that, something that I haven't said in this one, y'all go ahead and like, comment, subscribe, share. When you hit that subscribe button as well, go ahead and hit the all button. While you're at it, if you're going to sit there and share this video, tell your friends, tell everybody all that, you're going to go ahead and subscribe to Centerfire Podcast. Go ahead and subscribe to Adam's channel, Gun TV. I'll go ahead and link both of them below in the description. Other than that, y'all stay safe. Y'all have a good one. Peace.